I was reading some stats. Actually, I was using ChatGPT to help me look up some stats about New Year's resolutions. And of course, we all know them and we know them well. Many, many people make New Year's resolutions, and this was very fun. I was reading the breakdown. I actually brought my journal so that I could share the breakdown. ChatGPT got very specific about certain things. Let me see if I can find it. 75% of people last 1 week in their New Year's resolution, 64% last 1 month, and 46% last 6 months, and only 25% of people stick with their New Year's resolutions, or so AI tells us. But of course, we know that to be true. So you could look at all these stats. It was going on, and it was telling me that there's a day in mid-January that's called Quitter's Day, which is so sad when you think about it. But just the sort of that common moment when people tend to let their resolutions, their resolves drop away. And one could look at all of this and think, there's a little bit of despondency, or it's a lack of hope in it. But when I was reading those stats the other day, and when I was listening to Shanti speak on New Year's Eve so beautifully about what the symbolism of that aspirational aspect of New Year's Eve, that new beginning, what that means for us, I actually sort of was smiling at myself, and I felt joyful, because really the root of it is, we know these stats. We know that resolutions don't last. We know that that energy drops away, but we keep trying. Every year we resolve again. Every day we resolve again. It reminds me of the quote that Mark Twain said. I don't know if I'll get it perfectly, but we'll all know it. He said, quitting smoking is the easiest thing I've ever done. I've done it 1,000,000 times or 1,000 times. But that resolve, the human nature, the spirit to show up again the next day. How many times have we done that, whatever it may be in our lives? And we show up and we're ready and we say, today's the day, and then you make it a little bit and it drops off. Or today, you make it a week and it drops off. But you come back again and again and again. And why is that? Because a light at the center of each one of us is that divine aspiration, that divine knowing. It is that light of the universe that is strung together on the beads of time, just like Krishna tells us. That divine consciousness, that sound of Om, that vibration of God, is running and coursing through us, and hope is the natural state of the universe.